Now we'll take the next logical step and go ahead and set up and solve these proportions. So we have here that in a film, the 555-foot tall Washington Monument casts a shadow 100 feet long, whereas the main character in the film casts a 4-foot long shadow. We want to know why this is considered a film goof. So if we draw a picture, we have the Washington Monument that stands 555 feet tall. And it casts a shadow 100 foot long. And it says at the same time the main character, clearly not drawn to scale, casts a 4-foot long shadow. And clearly it means we don't know. Oops, let's fix that so it's easier to read. So we want to know why this is a goof. So if we set this up, we want to keep things that match up. So I look at this as being like similar triangles. And so that means that the bases are proportional to each, or a ratio of 4 feet to 100 feet, just like our x, or the height of our person, should be proportional to 555 feet. I know that I can take 100 and divide it by 25, and I will get 4. So that means I should be able to take 555 divided by 25 and get the height of my person. Well, if I take 555, well, I know that 25 goes into 100 4 times. So therefore it goes into 520 times plus another 55. So this is going to be 21 point something feet. And clearly this is considered a goof because realistically no one would be 21 feet tall. Not even the tallest man on earth. So no one is 21 foot tall. So if we take a look at the next example, we have a poll taken one day before the election showed that 22.5% of the voters planned to vote for a certain candidate. And if 1,800 voters participated in the poll, how many indicated that they planned to vote for that candidate? Now this should take you back to our setup for a proportion that our percent out of 100, since 100 means percent, is going to be our part out of our whole. So if we look here, we see that in response to the percent, that's 22.5 out of 100, and that 1,800, which is in there, represents all that participated in the poll, not necessarily the ones who voted for the certain candidate. So because that's all of them, that represents our 100%, and our X goes on the top. So if I look here, I see that I can go from 100 to 1,800 by multiplying by 18. So I'm going to go ahead and take 22.5 times 18. And for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and use a calculator to make my life easier. And if I take 22.5 times 18, I get 405 people that said that they would vote for that given candidate. Your job now is to go ahead and complete the U-Try problems. There are 6 of them for class tomorrow.